I'd like to call the North Koochiching Area Sanitation District Board meeting to order at 8 a.m. September 15th. We'll a roll call. Roll forward. It's not good enough. Robert Thompson. Here. Roger Jackson. Here. Tom Rugland. Here. Ryan Grace. Here. Tom Miller. Here. Crystal Plants.
Here.
And I'm here. All right, anybody in the audience here today? Darcy, is she on?
Yep.
Okay, other than that, we don't have anybody else, I'm guessing.
Jason will be joining us with SEH.
Okay.
Greg.
Stacy. All right. Any additions or deletions to the minutes? Not, I'll ask for a motion to accept the proposed agenda.
So move. Brian. Second.
Whoever was second.
Are we doing Brian or are we doing Roger?
The first one, I guess.
It was Brian.
Right. Okay. All in favor? Well, I'm sorry. Roll call. Robert Thompson.
Yeah.
Roger Jackson.
Here.
Tom Rugland.
Yes.
Ryan Griggs.
Yes.
Don Billy. Yes. Crystal Plants.
Abstain.
And I say yes.
I was here.
Well, that was for the agenda. Okay. That's all right. Minutes.
That's the one.
August 20th, August 20th, 2020 board minutes. Don made a motion. Can I get a second?
Second. Brian.
Brian, second. Okay. Any questions or anything on the minutes? If not, I'll call for a vote. Robert Thompson? Yes. Roger Jackson?
Yes.
Tom Rutherford?
Yes.
Ryan Griggs?
Yes.
Yes. Crystal Plants?
Abstain.
And I say yes. All right, then we have a couple other minutes. We have to get those approved, Kelly? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we have an HR minutes from September 9th. I get a motion for that.
So move. Brian.
Brian, seconded by Don. Questions? Discussion.
I just want to let you know that the committee did recommend some changes to the original COVID plan. So I've made those changes, so if it passes at the board level, now they will want to go back. And the biggest one is requiring employees to test situation. And that North Cooch will pay for that test, and they will be asked to stay home until the results have been negative.
Any questions? Not a whole for the vote. Robert Thompson? Yes. Roger Jackson?
Yes.
Tom Rutherford?
Yes.
Ryan Griggs?
Yes.
Don Billy? Yes. Crystal Plants?
Yes.
And I say yes. Okay. Next, we have the September 10th budget committee meeting minutes. Can I get a motion there? Moved by Don. Second by Robert. Is that right? Yeah, Robert seconded it. Okay. Discussion. We'll be talking about this later, won't you?
I can, yeah, under the director's report.
There's a budget committee meeting update on new business. Would that be in place or is that something?
Yeah, I guess it's in both places. Yeah, I'll talk about it later.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, any questions on it? If not, I'll call for a vote. Robert Thompson? Yes. Roger Jackson?
Yes.
Tom Rutherford?
Yes.
Ryan Griggs?
Yes.
Don Billy? Yes. Crystal Plants?
Yes.
And I say yes. I'm voting all right. All right, next. Disbursements. September disbursements of $66,033.48. So moved by Robert.
Second, Brian.
Second by Brian. Any discussion? Want to talk about it all, Kelly? Do they have any questions on it? If not, I'll call for a vote. Robert Thompson. Yes. Roger Jackson.
Yes.
Don Brugman.
Yes.
Brian Briggs.
Yes.
Billy. Yes. Crystal Plant.
Yes.
Okay. Next, financial reports.
To let you know that account 332, the capital improvement fund, 128,395 in there. So changes our net income quite a bit. So our net income is around 496. There's a 177.
How much is overtime?
328, 395.
Any other questions on the income expense? Not, I'll ask for a motion to accept.
So move.
Moved by Brian,
Second.
second by Crystal. Okay, I'll call for a vote. Crystal Clance.
Yes.
Don Billy. Yes. Brian Briggs.
Yes.
Don Brugman.
Yes.
Roger Jackson.
Yes.
Robert Thompson.
Yes.
And I say yes. Okay. Old business, COVID-19 preparedness plan.
I think I already went over that, so.
Okay. Anybody have any more discussion or anything like to talk about that? If not, we'll move on. I don't think we have to approve that. So let's go on to staff and committee reports. Listen to the operator here, see what he's got to say.
All right, Mr. Chairman, board members, just a couple things. A week or so ago, we had our biannual compliance review with Mackenzie Hansen from the MPCA. We did it over the phone, a phone conference for about 2 hours. And she reviewed a lot of our lab results and our biosolids results from the last couple of years. I thought everything went real well. She did bring up a few points about she's really questioning our biosolids land application. But there's a few things we're gonna have to look into there as far as soil textures and what else we're looking at here is she's holding times for our fecals. We send our sludge samples in and we do 7 fecals that are taken from the lab, but they didn't meet the holding time. And we have discussed that with the lab before, and they said they've never had an issue, but now she's questioning it. So we are working with the lab to make sure the next time we meet this holding time. We might have to send them 7 samples directly to another lab. Because we send our samples to Basin Duluth. That sample there, that fecal sample, they send that to the city. So we may have to send that directly to the cities overnight. So it meets the 24-hour holding time. So just a few things that we're going to be working out here with her, and make sure we meet that next time. So we are working on that. And we should get a report back from her pretty soon here of the report that she did with us. The compliance, the inspection. Also, our Stephanie Lyons with the MPCA is in the process of drafting up our permit. We took a look at it about a week ago, and I discussed it with her. not gonna be much different, anything different on this permit from our last permit, except for our phosphorus and mercury. Now, it's still gonna be about the same limit we got, it's a little different way of testing for it. Like right now, we test mercury once a month. We're gonna be doing that every other month, but twice a month. Every other month, twice a month. Then the phosphorus, our limit is still gonna be the same at 1 milligram per liter, but what it's gonna come in at, we can't exceed 3,800 and some kilograms per day, per year. So actually it's an average of 0.8, but we're still allowed up to 1 milligram per liter. So we're gonna be getting a draft of that. She's writing up the draft. We can review it. We got 30 days to review it and have anybody look at it we want. But we looked at that. We feel we can meet those limits, no problem. And like she said, they're not gonna put something on you they know you can't meet. But when we get that, we'll look at it. And if you want somebody else to look at it and review it, we can do that too. But that's the only thing, basically the only thing that's changing as far as our limits. We also been in touch with Mountain and Company. It sounds like hopefully next week they're going to try to get here and haul all our sludge out of the storage tank. We have been in touch with them, and they were going to try to come this week, but it looks like they're going to try to get here next week so we can start emptying that sludge storage tank. Also, the last thing here I got is the COVID-19 testing. We're doing that twice a week now, and we'll be sending that in twice a week. And it sounds like they applied for grant money, and we might not have to be, it won't be at our cost anymore to ship that out. They're going to be sending us prepaid labels and stuff to ship these samples out. So that's going to be going on twice a week now instead of once a week like we have been doing. And that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you. Director's report.
Okay, just a couple items. Our wall map that we're working with SEH on, they're working on a draft and we may see that yet this week. They've had some IT issues. I can't see. Jason, are you on? No, he's not. Okay. They had some IT issues, so they were hoping to have a draft for us this morning, but that didn't happen. And then just to add to Greg on the COVID-19 testing, the state has picked up that program, and that's why it will be paid for, funded. We won't have any costs associated with it. And there are now 44 entities. When we first started it, there were 22. And so that has doubled, and they are calling this like a phase 2. And they think that it'll be more accurate for our area. They'll be able to pinpoint it more. So then the Alpha Lava invoice for $6,100, which was the reprogramming of the PLC after we had the power outage. I sent that to the insurance company. They are going to pay it. So our only cost will be the $500 deductible. So that's all I have. I had another item, but I'll bring that up under the budget committee.
Sounds good.
One question, Callie. Who's insurance company on that? Is that the state insurance plan?
MCIT.
What's that?
MCIT.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you mean.
They were really good to work with.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. New business, budget committee meeting update. What do we got, Kelly?
Okay, you don't want to do it, huh?
I'll let you. You got a better memory.
Okay, the budget committee met September 10th, and I'll just quickly go through a couple of items that they decided on. And our bill for legal fees with the transfer of lift stations and lines decided that they would like to ask the city to consider sharing in the cost with us. So, to date, we've paid about 14,000, and we're not close to being finished yet. So, we'll send them a letter and ask them if they would consider it. They've decided to keep the rates the same, so they will not be raising rates. We have 2 CDs that are maturing in August, and the committee would like us to get, just see what other banks are offering too. And then the last item is strategic planning. And we talked about doing a 5-year plan. So we could look at capital improvements, asset management, those types of things. So they asked me to talk with SEH, and I have been in contact with Jason, and we are working up a proposal for us.
Great. I was looking to see, now, do we have budget meetings set? I can't remember.
Yeah, we got all of them set.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just gonna make sure. So what dates are those again? Do you have? I just want to look up.
I don't have them on here.
Oh, that would be budget.
Oh, yeah.
October 13th, November 10th, and December 8th.
Okay,
All that.
I got it on. Okay, so we'll be working on that. Hopefully by December 8th, be all done and approved by our next meeting.
We have to do December, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right. Anything else under new business?
Say, Mr. Chairman, can I ask one more question, follow up on that, LMCIT, I assume that's the League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust.
Yes.
Is there, what kind of things, other things do they cover? Now, is it just for broken equipment, or do you know, and how much we pay a month? I mean, this was a good surprise that they were going to, pay for this PLC, but I'm just wondering what other kind of stuff that they do.
Well, they pay for liability insurance, the warranty.
Okay.
And liability for staff. Just about everything, don't they? They cover
They
everything.
cover quite a bit. I haven't read the whole policy, but they cover it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, under correspondence, we have the WIP funds transferred for August of $12,466. And I guess all we got left is the set next meeting, October 20th. We have 8. Do we want to do a little later or whatever? The only problem I got at 8 is Tuesdays I have my son. Those are my days with my son. And today I had to get somebody to give him a ride to school. So if we could, but I know it's harder for you to change to 8:30 or 9.
I know that's why Jason couldn't make it either because of the state.
You guys have any problem?
Is 8:30 okay?
Yep,
I
I
don't
can
know.
hear everything. It's,
You guys are unhooking.
yeah, look,
8:30 okay for our meeting next time.
8:30 is fine with me.
8:30 is fine. Yeah.
Great.
And are we doing Zoom or here?
Well, is anybody still concerned enough where they don't want to come in? Because if there's one person that's even concerned at all, then we'll continue Zoom.
I don't know. This works okay, doesn't it? I mean,
We can still Zoom if there's some that want to come here and there's some that want to Zoom. I can still do the Zoom.
Yeah.
yeah.
Continue Zoom.
That we will.
Yeah, okay, good, thanks Kelly for bringing that up. Okay, anything else for the good, community or the board? If not, I'll ask for a motion to end. So moved by Don. And by Robert.
19 minutes.
That's a record, isn't it?
Wow, good job.
I like these kind of meetings.
Yeah.
I missed the 2.5 hour ones.
Oh. Lots of questions.
Got a vote. Robert Tom.
How we're doing.
Yes. Roger Jackson.
Yes.
Tom Brugman.
Yes.
Frank Riggs.
Yes.
Bob Lilly. Yes. Crystal Plant.
Yes.
And I say yes.